Hi guys, it's Dee and welcome to this week's episode. I'm going to be talking all about social media. So let's get started. The first question is, also I'm reading it from my cute little book, my Harry Potter book. Someone asked me, when did you start? So I started social media when I was a senior in high school. So I started social media like almost 2 years ago basically. Okay, and then the next question is, how did you start and build a following and all that stuff? So I remember like one of my first videos blowing up, it was a cheer video, and I basically just kept making TikToks and stuff, and my TikTok account kept growing, and I don't have that TikTok anymore, which sucks because it had some really good memories, and I had like 1,000 drafts or something like that. So I basically was just posting really random videos. If I find them, I'm gonna put them on here, but it was just really random videos, and they randomly just did well, and I just kept doing that, and yeah, that's what I did. Tips on how to become an influencer. So I feel like you really can't go into it being like, I want to be an influencer, because then it's going to be like superficial. So I think what you need to do is just post and be yourself. Like, post what you like. So for example, if you like video games, then, you know, make a Twitch account, post, like, do that type of stuff. Don't only do something because it's trending and because it's popular. So like, for example, if dancing videos are doing really well but you don't like to dance or you don't know how to dance, like, that's okay. Like, you don't need to post dancing videos, because then people are going to follow you because they like your dancing videos, and then it's going to kind of have like conflict of interest. So just be yourself and just post what you like. So yeah, so then you can attract people that like the same things as you, and it'll be like cool and like real, and like, you know, it'll just be like fun, and it won't be like you're trying so hard to like get followers or get big and do like this trending dance. And like, for example, for me, I can't do the dances, so I don't do the dances. If you really like fashion, then do like clothing videos, like do stuff like that, because once you find your niche, the thing that you want to do, you don't always have to stick to that, but it's going to help you get started. So that is my tip. Just honestly, just be yourself and post a lot. And someone asked me, how often do you post? I don't really have like a schedule, even though I probably should, but I just post whenever I have pictures to post, or yeah. But definitely, if you're getting started, the more you post the better, and even when you start having a following, still the more you post the better. The next question is how to take good pictures. So for me, I have like a little tripod that I got, and you can get it on Amazon, and I just put my phone on there and I just take pictures with this app called Lens Buddy, and it just puts a timer on and takes pictures of you. But usually I just have like my friends take pictures of me. Like, if we're out, I just be like, oh, just take a picture of me. So yeah, that is how you take good pictures. And then also over time, I've learned like my angles and stuff and how I like my photos. So over time you'll learn that, and it'll be easier. And for like editing photos, I think like no filter is just like the way to go. For me, I don't like filters, so I don't use a filter, but I'll just mess around with like the brightness or stuff like that. But I think really nowadays it's really simple. Like, I feel like filters aren't really used as much anymore, so just keep it simple, keep it natural, and yeah, just post. Someone asked me my favorite Instagram post. This is my Instagram, by the way. I think my favorite Instagram post is this one, because I'm in Paris, or this one because I'm in Italy. But other than that, also this one, my first billboard. I think just like the memorable ones. What other ones do I like? Let me go like deep back and like see photos that are memorable. I hate my old Instagram feed. This was my first modeling shoot that I did. It was in 2020, so I'm acting like that was so long ago, but yeah. And then what else was cute and memorable? This was when I first got verified on Instagram. I did a shoot, which was kind of weird now looking back at it, but I was really happy, so I just was like, that's cool. So someone asked, do you need to move to LA? So I'll tell you guys a little bit about like my experience like coming to LA and all that stuff, because I had never been to California. So let's backtrack. So basically I got invited to come hang out with Hype House, and I lived in Florida, and it wasn't really like a big thing. It was kind of just like a casual thing. Like I think we were on spring break or something, or I wasn't in class or anything because of COVID or something. And so I asked my parents. I obviously didn't just ask them and they said yes. Like I gave them some background information, like, you know, I talked to my parents about it and stuff, and then we came to the decision that I could go. So I had to save up for my plane ticket. Buy my plane ticket. I had literally like no money. I was just like in high school, so I didn't have any money, and I got a plane ticket and I came to LA. I was hanging out with like the people I knew from social media, and it was really fun. What I learned when I was here in LA is that people really like to collab and they like to make videos together, and that was kind of new to me because I had really only been making videos with like my friends and not just like random people that I just met, but I guess it was like a normal thing. So that was something that was like new to me. And it was also new to me to be in LA because I didn't have my car. I had an Uber everywhere. I didn't really know how to cook, so I was postmating everything, and it was just like kind of like a really unique experience, I guess, kind of like going away to college, like being away from your parents and stuff. So yeah, that was just like my experience of coming to LA. It was really crazy for me, and now I live in LA, but my first time coming here was definitely crazy. But going back to the question, you do not need to live in LA or anything. You can make content from wherever, and you can collab with people from wherever. Next question is, how did people at school react to like me doing social media, I guess. I was making videos and stuff when COVID hit, so I wasn't really in class much, but no one really said anything to me unless they were talking about it behind my back. But yeah, I think it was more like a fun, positive thing, like, oh, let's make a TikTok, rather than it being like, ew, what the hell. So yeah, I think it was fine. People weren't like mean to me about it or anything. People also asked, like, do you get paid using social media? And the social media apps, I actually have to like explain this to a lot of my friends because they're also curious, but it's pretty interesting if you like don't really know anything about that type of stuff. So basically how it works is the apps don't pay you within itself. So like Instagram isn't paying me to post on Instagram, but brands will reach out to you, or you can reach out to them, your manager reaches out to them, whatever, and you will be posting like a brand post for them. So it depends on what it is, but if it's like face wash, then they'll send you the face wash and you make a video, a picture with it, and then that's how you get paid. So the next question is, what are your least and favorite parts about social media? So my favorite part about social media is just like interacting with like my followers and stuff. It's really fun because you guys are just like my friends, and I feel like we know each other, even though it's just through social media. It's still like cool, and I really like to do that. And also just like really cool opportunities, like going to cool events and like just stuff like that has been really, really cool. And there's so many good stuff, like I can't even name all the good stuff that comes with it. It's cool to know that so many people follow me and like, I don't know, like DM me and like are so nice to me, and like, yeah, it's really nice and cute. And I like love talking to you guys on DM. And also someone asked me like if I liked it when people notice me in person, and I do. I really like taking pictures with you guys. You guys are always really sweet, and yeah, I do like it. Then some things that are kind of like not so good about social media is obviously hate, and also it is a little bit overwhelming, and I don't always feel like pretty or confident to like post on Instagram, and I always like I kind of am hard on myself. It's hard for someone to be confident all the time, so that is something that's kind of hard because you have to always be posting, and it's kind of hard to be posting when you don't feel your best, or yeah. Next question is how to overcome caring what others think about you when you post. So I feel like this is a big thing that when you start posting, it's kind of like awkward because you don't want your friends to see, because I was the same way. So I think what you have to do is just like really think about, are you really going to let other people's opinions affect what you want? Because, you know, if you really want something, then you should just go for it and not really care about other people, which I know is easier said than done. So I was posting on social media in high school, and when I went back to graduate after I'd been in LA for a while, it was kind of scary and I was kind of awkward. But I think that all the good things that came from social media definitely overcame like the awkwardness and stuff of it. So I think just think about, once you reach your goal, how happy you're going to be that you started and that you're posting and that you're just being yourself. And honestly, like, I feel like no one really cares, you know? So yeah. Next question is how to get noticed by brands. So I think nowadays you can just DM brands, and if they answer you, then you can just work it out through DMs, or you can get a manager, you can sign with an agency. There's a lot of different things that you can do, and I feel like it's pretty casual. Like, it's not as hard as I feel like some people think it is. Like, I remember having like, I think 30K on TikTok and just DMing brands, and they would be like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, obviously if you want to work with a really big brand, then yeah, you have to have more of a agency to represent you. But if you want to work with like a small business and maybe make a TikTok for them and they send you clothes, like, you know what I mean? It starts off small, and then, you know, once you get an agency and stuff, then they can help you reach your goals. But yeah, don't be scared to just DM brands, and just, you know, be professional about it and say, hi, I really like your products, you know, would you guys like to work with me, or just stuff like that. Okay, next question is how to deal with hate. So I have gotten a lot of hate last year, I think it was, and there's really no way to sugarcoat it except for the fact that it just sucks and it's not the best feeling at all. But at the end of the day, what I did was I just kind of tried to not use my phone. I feel like it's almost inevitable to have a social media presence and not get hate. So that is definitely something that shouldn't stop you if you do want to do social media, because the good overcomes the bad always in life. But it is something that just sucks and it's not a good feeling. But at the end of the day, you will get through it. And, you know, it was really hard for me, but I did talk to just people that I loved and made me feel loved. And just something that you have to remind yourself is that the people that are hating on you don't know you personally, like your friends do, like your family does, like you know yourself. So you have to just kind of be like, okay, these people don't even know me and they're hating on me, like they don't really know anything about me. So don't take it too personally, because they don't know you. Someone asked how to deal with body/appearance comparison. So I feel like this is something that probably every single girl does, or guy too. So for me, I know that I catch myself comparing myself a lot to people, but then I always have to just come back and just be like, okay, as much as I compare myself to this person, or I'm like, oh my god, she's so pretty, or she has a perfect body, like, it isn't changing anything about me, if that makes sense. Like, me saying, oh wow, she's so pretty, I want to look like her, you know, I will never be her, and that's okay, because I'm myself, and everyone is unique. And it's so cringy and cheesy, but it's true that you're beautiful in your own way, and you don't need to look like her to be pretty. I found this one quote, and it was like, you don't have to be pretty like her, you can be pretty like you, which is so true, because like I said, I always find myself comparing myself to other people, but it's never going to change the fact that I will always be me, like, for the rest of my life. Even if I were to get a million surgeries to look like someone, I still won't be happy with myself, because you just have to love yourself for who you are. And yeah, it's really cheesy, but you really do have to just love yourself and be happy with yourself, because if you're not, then you're going to spend literally the one life that you have unhappy and comparing yourself and wishing that you were someone else, and you don't want to do that. You want to have a happy life. So just always remind yourself that you do not have to look like someone or a specific body type to be pretty, to be happy, none of that. So yeah, that is my advice. And like I said, it's easier said than done. So if you find yourself comparing to someone, just get off your phone and, you know, take a deep breath and just be like, okay, you know, just take a deep breath and just remind yourself that you're beautiful the way you are. So I'm going to end that on a happy note, and thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode. Make sure you guys follow my Triller so you can keep updated, and also my Instagram. Bye! See you guys next week.